Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be studying about dictionaries in Python. So dictionary is a mapping data type. Now what do we mean by mapping? Mapping means that each element in the dictionary will consist of two parts. One part will be known as a key and the second part will be known as a pair, and each element in itself is called a item. Okay. So unlike lists, strings and tuples which consisted of multiple elements in them and each element was referred or uniquely identified by an index value, all this is not the case with dictionaries. So in dictionary, each element is called an item. An item consists of two parts, which is the key value pair, as we know, okay, and they are written by separating them with a colon mark. So the part on the left hand side of a colon is called the key and the part on the right hand side of the colon is called a value. So we say that a key maps to a value in a dictionary. So we'll understand the concept of keys and values. But before that, how do you define a dictionary? So to define a dictionary, you specify curly braces, okay? In lists, we used square brackets. In tuples, we used round brackets. And to define a dictionary, we will use curly brackets. Now, every item is followed by a comma. So, multiple items will be separated by commas and each item will consist of a key value pair, which is a key on the left hand side of the colon and the value on the right hand side of the colon. Okay. Now, you must remember that a dictionary is an unordered data type. That means it is not important that the order in which you input the values in a dictionary, you will retrieve the values in the same order. You might get all the values in a different order. So you can be assured that all the values will be retrieved or will be returned, but the order might not be the same. Okay. So a dictionary does not have the concept of index values. No positive or no negative indexing exists in dictionaries. Whenever you want to access a value, you need to access that value through its corresponding key. And that is why keys must be unique in a dictionary. Just like in any other sequence data type like a list, string or tuple, we have unique index values. Similarly, keys should also be unique. And another restriction on specifying keys is that they should belong to an immutable data type. Okay. So once you have specified a key, you cannot change that particular key for a particular item belonging to a dictionary. So these are two very important things that you must keep in mind regarding keys. Every key must be different from the others, so it must be unique, and each key must belong to an immutable data type like a number, a string or a tuple. Okay. So when we talk about values, values do not have any such restriction. Since values are uniquely identified using keys, so values in themselves might be repeated and they can belong to any kind of data. They can belong to mutable data type or an immutable data type. So you must only take care of the keys that you are specifying in a dictionary. Now to specify or to create an empty dictionary, you just write a pair of curly brackets. And if you want to initialize the dictionary that you are creating with some values, you can also do that. So here I have created a dictionary D2, started it with the curly brackets. Then these two values are my keys. Okay. So this entire is an item, is the first item of the dictionary. And this second item, this is the second item. So the first item consists of key, which has the key's name is name and the value corresponding to this key is mind your exam channel. The second key is videos and the value corresponding to this key is 100. Okay. So as you can see, the keys are unique here and the values are also unique, but they might be also repeated, and that will also not be an error. But if keys are repeated, that might give you an error. So as I've just told you, the items of a dictionary are accessed using keys and not indices. So if you want to access the value Mind Your Exam channel, then you will specify something like this. You will first write the name of the dictionary followed by square brackets. So the process of accessing an element remains the same, only in place of index value, in place of the integer that you specified, now you specify the name of the key. Okay, so the name of the key for the item that I want to access is name, and that is why inside square brackets I have written name, and this will give me a result as Mind Your Exam channel, which is the value corresponding to this key in this dictionary D2. Okay. Now, if you specify a key while accessing an item, that key does not exist, then in such a case, a key error is thrown by the Python interpreter, just like in the case of index values. So whenever we specified an index that is not in the valid range, we used to get an index error. Similarly, here if we specify any key that does not belong to a dictionary, so a key that is invalid for a particular dictionary will give you an error, which is the key error. So this is the basic introduction of dictionaries in Python. In the next video, we will see how we can mutate dictionaries, add an element, retrieve elements, and also perform different functions or operations on the elements of a dictionary or the items of a dictionary. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching. Till we meet in the next video. Mind your exam.